1 Peter chapter 2, 15, 16, and 17. Hati hotus esten ta thelema tu theu, agathopountas phimun, tain ton aphron, anthropon, agnosian, hos eleutheroi, kai me hos epikaluma, ekantes tes kakias tain eleutherion, al hos theu douloi, pantas temesate, tain adelphoteta agapete, ton theon, phobeste, ton basileia temate. All right, we're going to translate this then, verse 15. It's giving the reason from verse 14 that he says we are to respect all human creation. He says, because, and I'll get my pen here, because such is the will of God, that by doing good, things moving on me here, by doing good, and you can see the combination of those words here. Now, you could translate this as an imperative, do good, or by means, by doing good, how I translated it. As in a positive, you could say, namely, by doing good, or temporal translation would be while doing good. Okay? To silence, and I want to show you something here where Peter now is going to connect this article over here with this noun. So, to silence the ignorance of evil men. Okay? All right. Then the next verse translation, and as free men. Now this one is a little tricky, and let's pick up the negative, and not holding or having freedom. Could pick up your accusative as a cloak for evil, of evil. So in other words, not allowing freedom as a cover-up to do evil, but as servants of God. And then the last verse is, for all men, or rather honor all men, and then love the brotherhood, have reverence for God, and honor the king. Okay. Now, one interpretive note here is we're going to see in this verse here we have three host clauses, and the question is, do these modify verse 15 or do they modify verse 17 afterwards? And I think if you use in your translations, you can point that out either way. Most of the English translations translate this as one verse, this is one verse, and this is one verse, except for the King James Version does a comma, and so clearly connecting this verse up here as a modifier of verse 15. So just something to look at, just interesting. Okay, I think you can get a me. All right. Let's see another verb here. Let's see, verse 15. Agathopountas. It's a present active participle, accusative masculine plural, and you simply take, notice you have agatho, and then it's connected with the verb poieo to give you an interesting verb to do good, to be a do-gooder. So the way this is put together, you notice we have a contract verb. So when we begin to add those endings on, you have the connecting vowel, so you're going to be connecting an E plus an omicron, and that of course is going to contract into oo. So let's take the E off, put on the oo with the circumflex. So poi oo, then you just add your participle morpheme and the case ending. The next one is femoon, which is present active infinitive. It's going to build off of the stem, fema, and you're just going to connect in the epsilon iota nu, or the infinitive ending, infinitive. But notice what you have. You have the another contract. So these two, this vowel and diphthong going together, is going to also give us oo. Okay, so let's take this off, and you're going to see the ending on here would be then un. Let's see, un in there. Okay. The next one is echo. That's a present active participle, nominative masculine plural. And this one's pretty straightforward. Just build right off that stem, and you're going to add your connecting vowel, and you're going to the new tau of the participle marker plus the epsilon sigma. The final verse, timao, is an aorist active imperative, another contract. See that alpha there. So the alpha lengthens. We've seen that on a number of these verbs. And then you add your sa plus your te, your imperative inflection. Then there's agapao, another contract verb. It's present active imperative, second plural. And so you're going to build off agapa, and the alpha plus the ate ending is going to give us alpha. So with the circumflex. So to make that, just simply add the circumflex there, and plus the ate ending, and you have that one. Then there's phobeo, or all contract verbs. In phobeo, phobeste, it's a present middle passive imperative, second person plural, and you're going to build off the stem phobe, and you have the contract vowel plus the vowel of the este, right? Well, those are going to contract together and go to A. So we come in here, we mark our A with the circumflex and the sigma, theta, epsilon. And then that's how you get that form up here. And the last one is timao, another contract, present active imperative, second plural. So we also have the alpha is coming together with the ate ending, and alpha and epsilon are going to contract to alpha circumflex right there. So you put the circumflex on and add your ending, and there you have it.